voted as one of the top professionals in Southern California in golf and tennis by Golf and Tennis magazine for the last 5 years. In 2002, he founded mental and emotional tennis workshops and is very passionate about that area of study now. Some of his recent successes has seen WTA players crack the top 50 and also ATP players crack the top 20. So please give Frank a warm welcome.
Thanks, Travis. How you guys doing? We're going to kind of make this a little bit of an information exchange, so feel free to yell out whenever you want, questions, comments. So the first thing is, what do you think, the beard or no beard with the picture up there? That's the important. Beard, keep the beard. All right, cheers. Cheers. We're going to talk a little bit about tennis parents and why it might be important for us to, I guess, gently educate tennis parents as well as the players. And so the first obvious reason is they're paying most of our bills. So it might be meaningful to educate the tennis parents as well as the players. So we spent a lot of time in the States running different types of tennis parent workshops at clubs. And so it's proven to be a kind of an outside-the-box new idea, but it's really taken off. So I encourage you to kind of explore that a little bit, tennis parent workshops as well. All right, so the top 20 tennis parent blunders, let's kind of bang through it a little bit. Ask any high-performance tennis coach, what are the three toughest things you face while developing a champion? And the answer, as you all know, parents. So I spend about 8 or 9 hours a day, 6 days a week with top nationally ranked kids in California. And it's pretty brutal sometimes with the tennis parents. So we want to kind of make sure that we're kind of cutting through some of the misnomers out there or the tennis myths, okay? So let's kind of go right for it. Junior tennis champions are born from great sacrifice. They are never the result of selfish parents. So that's a big key. We want to kind of help, again, gently promote that to the parents. What's often perceived as a God-given natural gift is actually a learned behavior. So talent really is work ethic and perseverance. Talent isn't something that they're just naturally born with. So that's a big key that we're finding over and over and over. We'll get into that a little bit deeper in one of the blunders. The parent is the most important adult figure that will define, shape, and mold the child. Pro Tour players rate their parents as playing the most significant role in their overall development. So you're seeing the common theme is it might be meaningful to educate parents. Terrific children and tennis champions aren't born. They're developed. And as important as the coach's role is, the tennis parent role is tenfold more important, from Nick Bollettieri. So let's go right into it. And again, feel free to yell out. Let's make this more of an information exchange. I've already picked up on my little phone, I put at least a dozen good tips from Michael's presentation. So I think we're all here just to learn. And I take my hat off to all of you for kind of getting outside of your comfort zone and kind of entering into the learning zone and doing these things. I think it's meaningful. So the first blunder is ignoring your child's brain and body type. The names of some of these players have been changed to protect the guilty, so we'll have to make up some names here for some of these kids. These two boys are, of course, identical twins. Evan on the left with the white shirt has a certain brain type opposite of his brother. So let's get into that. Does everybody understand brain types and body types a little bit? We use that almost every day on the tennis court. So the player's natural genetic predisposition is really meaningful as to what style they're going to find success with tennis. So we're going to go into it a little bit with the brain type. Evan on the left is a ENFP brain type. So he's an extrovert, an intuitive, feeler, perceiver. If anybody knows Myers-Briggs, it's pretty important for developing champions. His brother, though, Jared is ISTJ. So he's an introvert sensate. He's a thinker and he's a judger. And you'll see as we get into it more and more, we're going to kind of point out some of these little characteristics. So on the left, in the white shirt, Evan, being an extrovert, his issue really is focusing. He knows who's cheating on court 6, what the score is on court 9, 10, and 11. He knows what the guy's eating over by the back fence, the cute girl on the left, and he knows the Qantas flight flying overhead. He's an extrovert. He's all over the place with his thoughts and his vision. His brother's more of an introvert. His brother says about 3 words per lesson. He's very, very happy kind of recharging his batteries with alone time. And that's meaningful into the style that they play, because on the left in the white, the ENFP is a little bit more of a risk taker, net rusher style. And his bro is a backcourt counterpuncher. But if these 2 juniors walked into your program, in my opinion, it's meaningful to brain type them first, because you might not want to train them the same. You'd be making a big, powerful mistake if you did. Okay, the second category, real quick, sensate and intuitive. On the white, the intuitive, he goes by his gut instincts. He can kind of look at different details, who, what, where, why, when, but he makes decisions based on how he feels, his gut instinct, intuitive. With the red shirt, and again, I'll try not to use any real names since we're being filmed. He is more of a sensate. So I was talking to the 2 brothers about buying their first car about 6 months ago. And the sensate was talking about how he's going to Google the car, look at the cylinders, what color it comes in, every detail of the car. The other brother, the intuitive, goes, man, I just want it in silver. He doesn't even care. I just want to know where the key goes, and I want it in silver. That's how an intuitive thinks. So let's move along a little bit. Again, on the white, feeler, and in the red shirt, he's more of a thinker. So the feeler is really, really powerfully in tune to the room. And he's really into the idea of who's upset, who's not upset. Feelers have a little bit more trouble closing out people. They have a little bit more trouble dealing with cheaters, dealing with frustration. Thinkers are a little bit more emotionally stable on the court, shall we say. So you're going to find different issues. And the last is judges and perceivers. Perceivers, the young man in the white, he's definitely a big picture, global thinker, outside the box thinker. And in the red, he's very detail oriented, very sensate. Rules matter. Rules are very important. And being organized is very important. And that's a judger. It's a sensate judger. And I've never met Michael before, but I would bet he's an SJ brain type. Just by his last presentation, it was perfectly detailed. Way more than I could ever do. So anyway, if you're interested in that, just go on to braintypes.com. A buddy of mine, John Niegnagel, makes millions brain typing professional athletes in the States. And it might prove to be real meaningful. Let's move on a little bit. I know we got to stay within an hour or so. Yes? Braintypes.com. Braintypes.com. And come grab me when we're finished if you would like that again or any more information.